Here now is Matt Austin and Ginger Gadsden with Florida's Fourth Estate.
Hi there, and welcome to another edition of Florida's Fourth Estate. So glad to have you with us. We appreciate you joining us on this ride as we take you for the top 5 things made in Florida. You know, Florida gets a bad rap for being the crazy state. Well, without Florida, some amazing things would not be here to make you more comfortable. My name's Matt Austin.
And I'm Ginger Gadsden. It was hard to narrow this list down to just the top 5 or whatever. We could have done a top 100 easily because Florida is such a big state. It's such a popular state. Of course, people who invented things and made things lived here and still live here. It's so exciting. So without further ado, let's fire it up. What if I told you a very popular sports drink was made right here in the Sunshine State? We already know it. Gatorade. Gatorade. Okay, when I lived in other places, I never put that together. And it was like, I was not today years old, but I was an adult lady person before I realized that it was made at the University of Florida. And please don't at me, the people from UF. You guys are doing something spectacular there. Lots of spectacular things. But okay, so we can all thank an assistant coach and a team of scientists for Gatorade and all those different flavors. They noticed that their players were like exhausted and drained and partially collapsing. And then they figured out there was a formula of electrolytes and something else that they could mix, and the players seemed to perk up. And thus was born Gatorade. Dwayne Douglas, though, is the name. He was searching for the beverage that could replace the carbohydrates and electrolytes. And then a team of scientists all stepped in. And when you have a Super Bowl or any kind of winning game now, what gets stumped on you? Gatorade. That's crazy.
I have an issue with this one. And maybe this is because of my background as a Florida State Senator.
It is.
But I constantly hear this from the UF community. We invented Gatorade. Gatorade. Well, yeah, that's cool. You invented sugar water. You needed scientists to invent sugary water with some electrolytes. Sprinkle a little salt in there and some sugar. It's got like 40 grams of sugar in there, Gigi. Why is this such a big deal?
Haterade is what you're drinking right now. Haterade.
I probably did sip on some Haterade before this podcast. All right, let's talk about something everybody loves. If you head to the beach, if you're going to your kid's game, you think, where do I need to stop and pick up a delicious piece of food quickly? Let's get us a pub sub, baby. Whether you're a chicken tender person, whether you want to roll up some of that boar's head on there. You know the world wouldn't have pub subs if it wasn't for Florida. Publix was founded by George Jenkins. He actually worked as a stock clerk in the 1920s at a Piggly Wiggly grocery store over in Tampa. He opened the first Publix in 1930, opened a second store 5 years later. The company has continued to expand ever since. Corporate headquarters based in Lakeland, Florida. And the world would just not be the same without Publix, where people are friendly. Publix does not sponsor this podcast, by the way. Always
but they should.
Friendly service. Yeah. Hint, hint, Publix. I was engaged in a Publix. I'll tell you that story another time. But Publix subs are like deep within my childhood as somebody who grew up in Florida. When I think of the beach, I think I'm just grabbing a rolled up Publix sub and headed there.
This is a beverage many people like to start their day with. And contrary to popular belief, Florida did not invent oranges, although we are known for our delicious orange
The good Lord invented those.
Correct. We're going to give him credit for that. But we can give credit to C.D. Atkins, who is the inventor of frozen concentrated orange juice. I didn't even think about that being something that had to be invented, I guess. I just figured somebody popped some real orange juice or regular orange juice into the freezer, and then when you needed it, you thawed it out. But no, Matt, there's a whole process to this thing, and he figured it out. And sadly, he only died in 2000. So this is a pretty modern invention. I think it started to become popular in the mid 80s, and families everywhere, it has saved lives, it has saved time. When you can't go out for that fresh squeezed orange juice, concentrate is the next best thing. And it seems right that the person who invented it would be from Florida. He was actually from Winter Haven, Florida. And he was 86 years old when he died. So we want to thank him and his family and the community for supporting him for that great invention of concentrated orange juice.
You're going to notice a definite theme. All of these are things that have benefited Florida greatly. It's kind of amazing. The inventions that come from certain places are obviously things that these places needed. Well, from the time of about April to, say, September, October, you can't live without this in the state of Florida. I'm talking about air conditioning. You can thank Dr. John Gorey for developing artificially cooled air. This precursor to modern AC was brought into existence in 1851. I was surprised to hear that, to relieve some patients suffering from yellow fever and malaria. So really, this wasn't like some sort of luxury item at first. This was for people who were dying. They had to try to keep their fevers down, and they wanted to give them some cool air. So I was surprised to hear 1851 was when they started to think about doing this. Well, now air conditioning is just ingrained in every piece of life. Every place you go has it, especially in the state of Florida. I'm still surprised, Gigi, when I talk to people in other states who don't have air conditioning. My brother-in-law moved out to Arizona, and he's like, oh, yeah, I had to have air conditioning installed in the house that I bought. I'm like, people still live without this?
This one, I had to look at it a few times because it just seems so obvious, right? We're the Sunshine State. We love to soak in the rays day after day after day. I was going to say day and night, but if you're soaking in rays at night, something has gone wrong with the planet.
Soaking in those rays day and night.
Those night rays.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. A Floridian invented sunscreen, or as it was called back then, suntan cream, because a lot of people were interested in tanning as opposed to protecting their skin. So it originated in 1944. A pharmacist named Benjamin Green used some sort of red veterinary petroleum, mixed it with cocoa butter and coconut oil. We all know that smell, don't you? I just
Oh,
love
it's the
when
best.
somebody walks past you and you can smell that coconut oil. It's like, oh, it reminds me of the beach. But
Vacation. Yeah.
oh my gosh, it just brings back so many memories, right? But he concocted that mixture and put it on his skin and realized, oh, this is really helpful in protecting me from the Florida sun. And that's how Copper Tone suntan cream was born. But the iconic little girl with the dog pulling on her little bathing suit, that didn't happen until 1956. But I can't even imagine a world without sunscreen or suntan cream. I wear sunscreen without doubt almost every single day, even when it's not sunny, because you just have to wear it to protect your skin. I mean, he was saving lives. He's saving lives now, not even knowing how important that was, because we know, although we love the sun, how damaging it can be to your skin if it's not protected. But a great Floridian invented that.
I'm trying to imagine a Florida with no sunscreen and no
Oh
air
my gosh.
conditioning. Can you imagine either one of those? I can live without the sunscreen if I'm indoors, and I can be outside if I've got the sunscreen.
Correct.
Florida,
Correct.
baby. Much love to the intelligent, amazing people who have made all of this happen.
We have a bonus made in Florida. You know what, or should I say, who was made in Florida? Put your face up on the screen, my friend. There you
What are you
are.
doing?
Baby Matt Austin was made in Florida
Oh,
by
man.
his parents, Holly and Chuck.
9 pounds, 8 ounces of chunky, happy joy. I was a big, fat, happy baby.
You were a cherub. What, 9 pounds?
Oh,
Your
yeah.
mom is a little bitty lady.
I know my mom's tiny, and somehow this
Holy
happened.
cow. That giant head of yours. So God,
Big.
God bless her. Where were you born?
I was born down in St. Mary's Hospital down in Palm Beach, Florida.
You really are a Florida kid through and through.
Oh, yeah.
Went to Florida University.
Born in Florida, college in Florida, married in Florida, moved away for the job for a few years, but then thank the good Lord
Got right back
brought
here.
me back here to where I can be close to the family and close to you, Ginger. Really the main reason I'm still here.
Wow. Okay, I'm not wearing boots today, but but there's our bonus, made in Florida.
Oh, so many good things have come from Florida. Maybe the best one we saved for last.
Wow.
Speaking of made in Florida, we're bringing you the ultimate Florida man. Social media influencer OMG It's Wix gives a new twist to some of the stories you'll see only in Florida.
We are so excited, as we are weekly, but when I say we're excited, and be prepared to hold your sides for this week's episode, I honest to God mean it. I'm Ginger Gadsden. My co-host Matt Austin joins me, and you are the reason that I found the person we're talking to and cannot stop watching this guy. It is amazing.
His name is Josh, but really it's OMG, it's Wix. Josh, welcome to the show. So glad to have you with us.
Thank y'all so much. How y'all doing? Thank y'all for y'all kind words.
Listen, they're true. And when people start watching your stuff, they're going to realize why I am addicted. It is late night habit of just scrolling. So much so, Josh, that I now have this in your honor. Can you see what I'm holding right now?
Oh, the flip phone.
I got my flip phone. This is because
Gotta have a flip phone.
You get the best video on your flip phones, man.
I'm telling you.
So it's pretty brilliant what Josh does. He'll take like a viral Florida video, and I'm going to show you just a little piece of his TikTok right now. And then instead of just showing the video, he acts like he is the Floridian who's taking it while he's either driving or eating his Publix. So before I show you one of his viral videos, Josh, where did you get the idea to do this?
Well, I've been doing like Florida sketches since like 2020. And then I think someone had an argument with me. I told them alligators can climb a fence, and they told me that they can't. So I wanted to show people. And, I wanted a creative way to show people the stuff that really happens in Florida. So that's how that came about.
That is really a Florida argument.
I have had that exact same argument. That's why this is so perfect. And yes, they can, in fact, climb a fence. There was a viral video of it. But so many things happen here. Did you realize there would be this much content to keep you going?
I did. Well, I didn't realize it was going to be this much. Like I've been a Floridian all my life, and I used to travel to the Everglades, so I've seen some things. But as far as like I learned about that we have monkeys in Florida, like 4 different species. I just found that out, so that was something new for me. But yeah, no, it was a lot of it is a surprise.
Yeah. So let's show you a little piece of OMG, it's Wix. Here's one I like while he's eating some Publix sushi. Here we go.
Right here.
Bad boys. Oh, what they gonna do? Oh, you gonna catch a ride? Oh, okay, I see that. What?
So if you're just listening, a cop is running down the road and hops on a truck.
Florida. I'm just glad I got it on my flip phone, boy. What's going on out here?
So a cop jumps onto the back of a truck while he's chasing down somebody down a highway here. And there you go. You have the food we were talking about. You have the flip phone. Why did you decide to put the flip phone in this?
I had a flip phone, and I needed a phone to use as far as like recording these videos. I wanted to show that I was recording them. And I had a flip phone, so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to use the flip phone. And I used it once, and that's all everyone kept talking about. So it kind of just stuck.
You got this one right here, 1.5 million views. I'll show you this.
Should I tell them? Should somebody tell? Nah, I ain't gonna tell them. I'm just gonna record it on my flip phone. Only in Florida, boy. What's going on out here?
And what I love about this, you're eating cookies that I was just eating the other day from the store. Those little strawberry ones. Those are really good. So I feel like when Floridians watch you, it just feels like home, doesn't it? Is that what you're going for?
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, because it's those things that we all can relate to. So even the Publix thing, like that happened because I'm always in public. So I was like, I was eating one day during a video, and it kind of just people. That's all everyone kept talking about.
So can I ask you about your name? Not Josh, but OMG, it's Wix.
Oh yeah. So
Okay, what is? I know what OMG is. I think.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay, so tell me what the rest of it is.
Okay, so when I did music, at this point I think I was rapping, but I used to go by the name Wix, which in South Florida was for our hair, which I got in high school.
Okay.
But I went with that rap name Wix, and I think I was downtown one time, downtown Fort Myers, and a girl see me and she just said, "Oh my God, it's Wix," and I was like, "Ooh, I like that."
Okay, I really, honestly, I feel like we're doing the people a disservice if we don't show some more of your stuff to them right now and have you just kind of explain how it all plays out. Matt, choose another video.
All right,
Or
here's
you-
1.5 million. Let's take a look.
What are they chasing? What are they?
Oh, there it is.
Hey, play well with the way gas is. I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Only in Florida, and I got it on my flip phone. What's going on out here?
Okay, so if you're just listening, he's like, there's a cop chasing a tractor trailer, and then you can't really see what's going on, and then you see a guy hanging off the back of the tractor trailer. That
Getting a ride.
is so cool.
Oh yeah.
So I'm curious, seeing somebody do so well, 1.2 million followers on TikTok, all your videos just tend to go crazy. This is your full-time job now. So what is that like? Like you used to be in the music industry. Now you're a TikToker as a job. Do you like it? Do you recommend it? Like, what do you think?
I love it. I love it, especially with me because anything that I do, I'm gonna constantly work at it. So it's a lot of work, but I embrace it because, like I said, with anything I've done, I've always put in the work. So, but yeah, I love it. I love it. I get to make my own schedule. It's great.
Yeah, and you really have to be good at it because there are millions of people on TikTok, right? But not everyone has millions of followers. If we all could get as many followers as you, we'd all be on there all the time, right? But you have your videos they're short and they're right to the point. But that's hard to do, and people don't realize that because you grab people right out of the gate.
Yeah, that's something I actually studied. When I first started, all of my videos were longer because I didn't know how to get directly to where I was trying to go as quickly as possible. And then I realized even on TikTok, for me, a lot of my audience they love the 30 to 35-second videos, so I kind of keep it between that or even shorter if I can.
It's more work than most people would ever believe is what you put into these videos and churning out that content. Certainly not easy. So where is this going to take you? I'm curious. Like, it seems like you already have sort of reached a goal of, if you were looking for 1 million followers, you have that. So what is next for OMG It's Wix? Where do you take all this popularity?
What I've been trying to do at this point is create a sketch. Well, I've started a sketch comedy show on YouTube to where I can do Florida-based sketch comedy and kind of turn that into a show. And also I want to do a show to where I host a host a show about Florida viral videos. Basically kind of what I do, but just host a show in which I can react and, show everyone what goes on in Florida.
You are my favorite TikTok follow. I'm so glad that you agreed to come on our show. And I hope to see you producing content for many years to come, my friend, because it's good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to do my best.
You're the Florida man we all hope to see, but sadly, when we hear a story starting with Florida man, you are not.
Yeah, that's very true.
Well, if you want to follow him, his name is Josh, but you're going to find him online at OMG It's Wix. He's ginormous on TikTok, and he's getting big everywhere else. Thank you so much, and best of luck to you in your future endeavors, Josh.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank y'all for having me. I really do appreciate it. Y'all got to invite me back again.
Listen, don't say it if you don't mean it, because we will have you back.
And thank you for watching Florida's Fourth Estate. You can download it from wherever you listen to podcasts or watch anytime on News 6 Plus.